everybody, welcome to this video. My name is Ryan, and on this channel we're going to be talking about a lot of things that God is sharing with me. I know specifically what area God has been dealing with me as far as it pertains to God's people, to share some information that I believe God is sharing with me as it pertains to wealth transfer and what is to come over the next year and coming years. God has been speaking to me in dreams and sharing different things with me. So I'm going to be sharing those things here with you. I am specifically not claiming to be a prophet. I will let you guys decide that, or let God obviously to confirm that for you guys. But ever since I was a little kid, maybe about 4 years old, God has been speaking to me through dreams, through visions, different things like that. And I've seen so many of those dreams that I've had come and physically manifest in my life. So again, I'm not going to put a title on myself. Basically what I'm going to be doing is just providing you what I believe God is sharing with me. Obviously the word tells us to test the spirit, test every word that I say. And again, I'm not you guys will be the judge of whatever comes after that. But what I will be sharing with different things that I see, different things that God is showing me, especially as it pertains to the spirit realm. So my background is I grew up in South Central Los Angeles. I was raised by my great-grandmother, and the reason why I was raised by my great-grandmother specifically was the fact that I'm actually a product of my mother being raped. And for a long time, I suffered through believing that I wasn't enough, that I had no purpose in my life. And I think a lot of these things were here to sent as distractions to keep me from doing what I'm doing here today, and just sharing the gospel with you guys and challenging you, my brothers and my sisters in Christ, and people who are possibly not even believers who would potentially watch this video, that God obviously has a purpose and a plan for your life. And if you allow him, he can change your life completely. Now, specifically as it pertains to this channel, God has allowed me to enter into like the business realm. I started out when I was 18 years old. I became an online entrepreneur, and God has really allowed my life to change. I've learned some skill sets and some things that I believe obviously are going to be beneficial to the kingdom, and I want to share those things here with you guys. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is a topic everybody's talking about here, specifically, which is the wealth transfer. I believe that obviously everybody is feeling this in their spirit. Everybody's hearing this thing in their spirit. And if you turn on YouTube, you're going to see prophet after prophet after prophet prophesying about this wealth transfer. Now, what I want to caution you guys is that because there's opportunity here, especially on YouTube, to earn money for every view that you get, there are going to be, and there already are, people who are not called by God to share messages about wealth transfer, that I believe are only doing this for monetary gain for themselves. So just be careful. One thing I want to point out is specifically is that obviously God does everything with decency and order. And one thing that I can see and tell, and just want to give you guys a warning specifically, is that anytime you see people who are giving specific financial advice, because we understand that God does things with decency and order, a lot of these people have no disclaimers on their videos. They're not telling you that specifically as it pertains to wealth transfer. People are calling out certain cryptocurrencies, like, if you invest your money in Shiba Inu, or I've seen people say Dogecoin, XRP, all these things. I'm not saying that God is not leading some people to invest in certain things, because there have been periods in my life, at specific times in my life, that God has told me to invest in certain things specifically. So I'm not saying that some of these people are not real and some of these people are not accurate, but I want you guys to understand that God does everything in decency and order. Some of these people have no disclaimers, and they're literally giving financial advice, which in some cases would be viewed as illegal. I don't think God would necessarily put somebody out here to do something that could potentially get them in trouble. So just be careful. Again, like I said, I'm not saying that people are not called to tell you about specific coins, but also at the same time, just test everything. Test everything. Now, for you guys who are interested, as you guys can see, like, the enemy is upset with me recording this video. I come record videos all the time about other things down these same streets, and no dogs are barking. But the second that I talk about God, every dog is out and every dog is barking. So just, we're living in an amazing time. God is going to be doing some amazing things for us and for his people, specifically. Good morning. Good morning. And I just want you guys to understand what's going on. So I'm not gonna make this video too long. What I do want to share with you guys, for those people who specifically are interested in how I believe God is going to help most Christians navigate the wealth transfer. Sorry, my arm is getting tired. I'm gonna get a mount for this. I wasn't expecting to do this video like this today, but I'm gonna get a little carrier so I can make these videos a little bit easier next time. But the way that I think that God is going to be handling the wealth transfer for most Christians, most people in the body, are not going to experience the wealth transfer specifically through what specific investment you're going to invest in. God is calling us to take dominion and authority in the marketplace. God has given all of us specific skill sets, specific talents that we can use right now to participate in the wealth transfer. So without having to invest money in all these coins that people are telling you to do. And again, I'm not saying that God hasn't said to do those things. But at the same time, I think there needs to be people who are giving you guys sound advice. And one thing that we know, that God has called us to be the light of the world. So you already have a gift, a talent that you can be using right now to be the light of the world and get paid to do that. So that's how the wealth transfer is going to happen for the average person, is using what God has already given you to create wealth. The word tells us, that God gives us the power or the capacity specifically to create wealth. And I believe that in this time right now that God is going to be pouring out his spirit upon all flesh. So people are going to be getting witty ideas and inventions to come up with, to share with the world, to help make this world a better place. One thing, good morning, sir. Good morning. One thing that God has given me specifically that I've been doing as of lately is I've been helping people specifically identify what their purpose is in life. And this is something I believe the enemy did not want me to do. For a long time, I didn't believe I had a purpose. I believe I was a burden because of how I was brought into this world. So one of the things is I want you guys to look at your own life, and God is going to put his finger on the places in your life where there's some brokenness, there's some healing that needs to take place. But the only reason why you're broken in that particular area is so that you can be the light of the world, and you can share and wrap your testimony around that brokenness and share with the goodness of how God has helped you and healed you in that area so that you can be a light and you can help other people. And people will pay you money to help them overcome something, learn something, develop a skill set in a particular area. And that's how I believe, honestly, the wealth transfer is going to happen for most Christians. But the sad thing about it is that's going to take work. It's going to take work. And, you know, most people have an itching ear. They want things to come easy. And everything that comes easy is not always going to be good. So just be mindful of that. Again, I believe God is going to transfer wealth to us. I'm not a skeptic. I do not despise prophecy, but I also want to just make sure that you understand that everything is done in decency and order. And if this message resonates with you, go ahead and like it so YouTube knows to promote this out to more people so we can get the word out so people are not doing things blindly and everybody's doing things with decency and order. So this is my first video as it pertains to the body. My name is Ryan. I'll be sharing more about my story and how my story could help you specifically grow and also create wealth during this time. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.